We just want to watch some sports all day on your phone or TV. But you can see how her legends can play.
Hey, Kelly, Peyton, what are y'all doing in my studio? Get out of here. Woke up quick at about noon. Just knew it had
What
to
up,
be
what
some
up, what
college
up,
games
what up,
on
what up,
soon.
Joe?
I had to hit
Man,
the
Dre
book
Hardy,
and just
man.
log in to see
And
who's
I'm missing my
online to get
partner,
my
Dolly, man.
parlays
Dolly's
in.
out of
About
town
to
on
post and
family
damn near
business,
win
man.
blind. I see him
Hey,
bad off my
man,
team like they ain't
safe
gon'
travels to
shine.
my brother,
Tuned in
man.
the hood perspective.
I
You
feel a
know
little
it's just
naked
game.
without you.
Find some like-minded
Come on
fans who
back,
I
man, so
can
we can
vibe with.
keep this
Type a
thing
couple
rolling,
words,
man. We
got
keep
them
this
together.
thing
They
rolling.
only do
Being that this is Super Bowl weekend, I feel like I had to say something on it. I had to say something in that hood perspective, baby. First give a shout out to our sponsors, man. Hardy Boy Finishing Touch hats, man. Y'all come on down and get your sky pieces on, man. Super Bowl. This should be a good one, y'all. I'm really anxious for this Super Bowl. Got the San Francisco 49ers going against the Kansas City Chiefs. And the reason I feel that it's going to be a good Super Bowl, but truth be told, it was San Francisco and Baltimore. Those were the two best teams all year long. And San Francisco made it to the Super Bowl. Baltimore didn't. But in Baltimore's place is a team quarterbacked by arguably the best quarterback we've ever seen. I mean, this guy, Patrick Mahomes, is unreal. Be honest with yourselves, man. He does things that we haven't seen. He was the first quarterback I seen throw a no-look pass. I mean, stuff like that, man. This dude, Pat is unreal. He's unreal. I'm one. I thought this was not their year, and it wasn't. It was partly because of him. He didn't have a regular Pat Mahomes year, and he threw a couple of picks that I was like, "Ooh, that was ugly." But the major part why I didn't think they were going to be here is because of the receivers. Man, they dropped so many balls this year. And it wasn't until the playoffs. Till now, I think they dropped one pass. Them guys been on it. And now I see, I'm like, wow, now this is what we expected all year. It was almost like they set us all up. Got everybody doubting them and all that. Now all of a sudden, bam, in the Super Bowl once again. So yeah, I think this is going to be an outstanding Super Bowl. Pacheco, man, he runs so hard. I love to see the kid run. McCaffrey on the other side, the Swiss Army knife, the guy does it all. Deebo Samuel, another Swiss Army knife, he does it all. Travis Kelce, arguably one of the top tight ends we've ever seen. That Chief defense, oh man, they've been unreal all year. They shocked me because they went from a team totally relying on Patrick Mahomes to a team that Pat started to lean on his defense this year, and they responded. San Francisco defense, I mean, they've been dominant all year. They put hurtings on next to the Ravens. I thought San Francisco defense was just a cut above everybody. I mean, when you look at the matchups in this game, it seemed like it's teetering on even until talk about them quarterbacks. You got Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, and going against Patrick Mahomes. The next best thing, is going to be fun. I would bet with the Chiefs. I would bet the Chiefs are going to pull it out. But I think it's going to be one heck of a game. I think it's going to be one of the Super Bowls that we can remember. It's not going to be a blowout, not going to be lopsided. I believe it's going to be tight. Maybe something like 20 to 24, somewhere in that range. It's going to be a tight Super Bowl. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now, being here in Detroit, yeah, I looked at Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, but if I'm being honest, I got to give it. C.J. Stroud as the Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, because he's been unbelievable in the highest scrutinized position in the NFL is the quarterback, and he's taken it on, and he's exceeded everything that anybody thought he was going to be. I knew he was going to be good, but I thought it was going to take a while. This guy jumped in the pool and started swimming. Hey, I got to give it to him. I think he's the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. I will have to look across the ball to his running mate, Will, because, wow, he's over there dominating too. The Texans did themselves well in the draft. These two young men came in and they doing their thing. Coach of the Year. Hey, got another rookie head coach in the Texans too, but Coach of the Year, I would have to lean to my man Dan Campbell. Yeah. I know y'all don't think Dan made the right call down the stretch, but he made the right call for him. And if had they executed and everything worked out, y'all would have been happy. They didn't, y'all sad. But it is what it is. I think Dan is the NFL Coach of the Year. And the big award, MVP, I got to go to my man Lamar in Baltimore. He was the best quarterback the whole season. And I believe that he deserves to be the MVP just because of what he done this year. He didn't cap it off. He didn't finish it off. But it's not a postseason award for the season. And I believe I believe Lamar done enough to win himself the second MVP award. But on these categories, what say you? Let me see in the comments below. Put it down there. Let me hear y'all thoughts and see y'all opinions on some things. And give me your Super Bowl prediction. And is Pat Mahomes already in the GOAT debate? Can you actually say Pat Mahomes is the GOAT? I believe so. I think Pat has already put himself in that category. I think he's already in that argument about being the GOAT. And it's some guys that got good arguments in there. Peyton Manning, that's my guy. Tom Brady, Joe Montana. He's more entertaining than all the rest of them, I can tell you that, other than Lamar. But just watching his talents and on the field, he's unreal. Moving on to the NBA, today is the day of the trades, baby. Are your teams making the right moves for you? Are they moving people out and putting people in place? But I can tell you right now, the Pistons haven't made me happy with their trade today. Bogdanovich and Burks. Obviously, our best offensive player in Bogdanovich, best shooter in Burks. Trade them to New York, for a lesser player and some picks or whatever. But maybe they just throwing a towel, saying, "Oh well, with this season." I guess, but yeah, I wasn't too happy with that. But then they just waived Killian. I guess they didn't have any offers for him or anything. And instead of keeping him, they waived the young man. Wow. Another trade that went down today that I was kind of on the fence about is Patrick Beverley for Cam in the Milwaukee trade. Cam Payne was another offensive weapon with the Milwaukee Bucks. But what I've been complaining about the Bucks all year is that they don't play defense. And to give up one of their offensive weapons for Patrick Beverley, who's a pit bull, nose to the ground type of player, defense, grind it out. I kind of see it. First, I was like, no, not Cam Payne for Patrick Beverley, but I was looking at it different. Charlotte Hornets traded P.J. Washington to Dallas Mavericks for Grant Williams and Seth Curry and first round pick. I thought Grant Williams was fitting in well in Dallas. I thought he was a good fit. No, I don't know if this made Dallas better. I don't know. I know Charlotte's for one of them teams like Detroit. They're really not trying to do anything. If they got a clean house, they're a clean house. But I wonder, did this make Dallas better? What you think? Let me see it in the comments, y'all. Let me see it in the comments. And just talking earlier about the GOAT debate in the NBA. I'm not one to get caught up in the GOAT debate because I never see the purpose in trying to compare eras. It's impossible. It's impossible to say somebody would have been dominating this area and nothing in this area. And when you talk about the GOAT, I think it's generational things. You know, when Kareem was on top, nobody could touch Kareem. Mike was on top, nobody can touch Mike. LeBron was on top, nobody can touch LeBron. I mean, I think it's generational GOATs, you know, but to say the greatest of all time and saying, comparing them, I know it's fun. I know it can get, you know, but sometimes it get irritating to me because you don't have to tear another player down to build one up. And that's what you do when you GOAT debates. And I can tell you right now, when I read it or when I hear it, I shut down because once you say, oh, he can't play, he's a bum, I pretty much ignore the rest of your argument. Because in order to be in the GOAT debate, you have to be able to play. Come on, be real with yourself. Stop lying to yourself. And if you're on here and you say Michael Jordan wasn't no good, he only played against this, you're lying to yourself. You say LeBron, no, LeBron, you're lying to yourself. You say Kobe only did it, you're lying to yourself. All these players were great. So don't sit there and try to build a case for one by tearing down another. Because all you do is make somebody that appreciate the game look at you and see that you really don't appreciate the game. Just a little advice from my old dude. You take it. You know, you cannot take it. Don't make me none. But I don't get into the GOAT debate. It is what it is. Because you put me on the court with any of them. In my prime, baby, I give you a little hell. More news, got the Toronto Raptors trading Dennis Schroeder and Thaddeus Young to the Brooklyn Nets for Spencer Dinwiddie. I think that's a lateral trade. I don't think any team got any better. Toronto and Brooklyn, one of them bottom tier teams. I don't think either one of them got any better with them trades. But we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. The OKC Thunder, they finalized a trade to send Trey Mann and Davis Bertans to the Charlotte Hornets for Gordon Hayward. I think that was a big move for OKC. Gordon Hayward's going to add some scoring to them and some toughness. I believe that's they're one of the teams tied for the best record in the West. And OKC, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is something real. And give him more of a threat on the floor Gordon Hayward can be. I think that's a real good move for OKC. They're going to be something to reckon with, man, something special. Buddy Hield to the Sixers. This would be huge if Embiid comes back healthy. This would be huge to give Embiid some more shooting. This would be huge because, like I say, Embiid is arguably the best player in the league this year. He's been dominating and got Maxey over there. Oh, unbelievable. Speed, shooting, Defense, I mean, the kid is unbelievable. Tobias Harris, a kid is a scorer, a defender. The Sixers are a top-notch team. They're a tough team. I wonder if, losing Pat Bev, that's going to hurt their defense. That might hurt their defense a little, but you're bringing in campaign. So, hey, I think the Sixers, if Embiid is coming back healthy, they're going to be something to deal with. Canelo made a thing. He said Bud is going to be one of his fights this year, Bud Crawford. And, I know there's a weight discrepancy in there, but if Bud and Canelo fight, I'm going with Bud. I don't see Canelo beating Bud at all. Actually, I don't see nobody out there beating Bud right now. Bud is that generational fighter where, when you get your Floyd, you get your Roy Jones, you get those fighters every now and then that just better than everybody while they're at their peak. You get your Mike Tysons, you get your fighters. And I think Bud is that fighter that just at his peak, nobody can beat him. Those are the ones you compare to the fourth generation. You compare him to Floyd. Oh, Bud can't beat Floyd, things like that. I don't hear anybody saying Bud can't beat anybody in this era. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think Bud will. I think it would be Canelo. I think it would be, actually, to be honest, I think it would be a lopsided fight. Just being honest, to me, But, the only way to tell, put them in the ring and let them get at it. But I hope this one goes down. This will be a blockbuster fight. I think it'll be one for the age. And according to Boxing News, says Shakur Stevenson has one fight remaining on his deal with Top Rank, and he's going to fulfill that fight, but he's not signing an extension. And I love this. I wish fighters would take that Floyd Mayweather path. Be your own man. Be your own man. Get you a crew, get you some people around you that know what they're doing, and be your own boss. You don't need promoters. I'm sorry, you don't. I believe promoters, and all they do is take your money. That's all they do. Yeah, they got connections, but if they don't have any fighters, what connections can they have? Who cares about the connections? The fighters are the one that makes the fight. And if everybody is their own man, if everybody has their team around them, guiding them, advising them, you can be your own man. And you don't have to worry about the promoters getting in the way of big fights happening. But just think about it, it's two men. It's me and you. I say I'm better than you. You say you're better than me. We're in the same weight class. Hey, let's get it on. It's just that simple. And when you get it on, I guarantee you that the public is going to tune in. We don't care about who's promoting it. And it looks like the Lakers look like they're going to stay put. I think the way D'Lo been playing these last few weeks, I think it made him kind of hard to let go. Because before they were talking about trading D'Lo. They was talking about, yeah, let's get something for him. He's inconsistent. And hearing them talks, I believe D'Lo just put his best foot forward. And he's making himself untradeable. He's made himself one of the guys that you want to roll with. So I believe that was a reason why D'Lo wasn't traded. Well, not been traded so far. But we shall see. Like I say, I'm missing my man Dolly, man. But, I just had to get on and say a little something. But, hey, man, y'all keep my man in prayers while they're on that road trip, man. And we'll see y'all when he get back, man. And the Super Bowl coming up this weekend. I think the line is 2 points for Chiefs are getting 2 points, so minus 2 points for San Francisco. I would go with the Chiefs to cover that. I think it's going to be like a 4-point win for the Chiefs. So if you got any money to put on it, I will put my money on the Chiefs. But yeah, man, just praying for my man Dolly to get back, man. Miss you, my brother. Come on back. Let's keep this thing rolling. This is from boy Dre Hardy. Just a little input I wanted to do because, like I said, it's Super Bowl, the biggest football day of the year. So I just had to get on here and say something. And hey, man, we'll catch y'all on the flip side, man. When my man get back in town, we're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. Hey, peace.
I see them bad off my team like they ain't gon' shine. Tuned in the hood perspective, you know it's the ish. To find some like-minded fans that I can vibe with. Typed a couple words, got them together. They only root when they winning, man, they so fair weather. Grab the speedy charger to put